Shana Tova, everyone. I'm so glad to be here to share with you one more Elul story as we move toward Rosh Hashanah. This is actually a story I told last year at the family service. So some of you may have heard it before, and for others, it might be new or you might recognize it as a folk story from other traditions as well. I hope you enjoy, and if it's the first time you've heard it, get something new out of it. And if you've heard it again, that you also find something new in the repetition of this story. There were once two people who cut wood. Their names were Jordan and Sam. They cut wood for people to build houses. They cut wood for people to build boats. They cut wood for people to build synagogues. They even cut wood so people could build arks to hold the Torah. They were both very good at their jobs, and people who walked by always talked about what a great job they did building. Did you notice the beautiful wood that Jordan cut so I could build this canoe to go rafting down the Potomac? Said someone. Another person replied, Did you notice the gorgeous wood that Sam cut so that we could build these beautiful arks? People wondered who the better woodcutter was and asked if Jordan and Sam would have a competition to see who could cut down the most amount of wood in one day. They were good friends and knew that this game wouldn't result in any hard feelings, so they agreed. The rules of the competition were simple. Whoever cut down the most wood before Rosh Hashanah started would win. The next morning, they each woke up, they did their stretches, they had a delicious breakfast of apples, honey, and round challah. They were very excited for Rosh Hashanah to start. Then they took up their positions in the forest, and as soon as someone yelled, "Ready, set, go," they started chopping away at their fastest possible speed. This lasted for an hour before Jordan suddenly stopped. When Sam realized that there was no chopping from Jordan's side, they thought, I can't believe that Jordan is stopping. I'm too busy to stop. They must be very tired. And they continued to cut down their trees at double the pace. A quarter of an hour passed, and Sam heard Jordan chopping again. Both of them kept chopping along at the same time. Sam was starting to feel pretty tired when the chopping from Jordan stopped once again. Feeling motivated and smelling victory close by, Sam continued on with a smile on their face. This went on the whole day. Every hour, Jordan would stop chopping for 15 minutes while Sam kept going relentlessly. So when the competition ended, Sam was absolutely confident that they would take the triumph. After all, Jordan was too busy chopping wood to stop. The sun was going down soon, and so it was almost time to light the candles and to eat Rosh Hashanah dinner. Therefore, it was time for the contest to end. They looked at their piles of wood, and can you guess who cut the most wood? Not Sam. It was actually Jordan. How did this even happen? How could you have chopped down more trees than me? I heard you stop working every hour for 15 minutes, exclaimed Sam. Jordan replied, Well, it's really simple. Every time I stopped work while you were chopping down trees, I was sharpening my axe. Sometimes we are really busy. We are so busy doing things that we sometimes forget that being so busy doesn't necessarily mean that we do things better. Sometimes we have to take a step back and say, what can I do better? What am I doing that's slowing me down? Am I working harder than I should because I'm forgetting to check in with myself to see what I can do to actually make my life easier? How can I sharpen my axe so that I can do better in the long run, like Jordan? Rosh Hashanah is a really great time to start thinking about the types of things that we do well, but can do even better, and the types of things we don't do so well and can do better. It's a good time to pause, to put down the axe, to take some time for cheshbon hanefesh, taking stock of ourselves, to then sharpen the axe so that we can figure out how to do even better in the year to come. As they got ready to go eat dinner, Sam said to Jordan, "Thank you so much for reminding me how important it is to sharpen my axe. I can't wait to chop wood even better when Rosh Hashanah ends. Hey, do you want to chop wood together and make a playground?" "That sounds great. Shana Tova, Happy New Year," said Jordan. "Shana Tova, Happy New Year," Sam replied.